Woody, good morning, Big C. Roll call. Let some people get on here. Gotta talk about some stuff. Um, let some things have been going down. It's very serious. And we could be approaching war, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, let's just let some people get on here. As an OG, some things about to go down. Smash that like button. What's up, John Barron? Or Josh? Kill Gore. Seth Dutton. What's up? Strong Island 926. Smash the like button, bro. Um, and he keeps blowing up my phone. Big Lance. Okay, look, I'm gonna explain y'all. When you're an OG like me, and you ran the biggest criminal organization, there were so many drugs being like just. I'm bigger than cartels. I used to have like an organization that big. Big Lance hits me up last night asking if I can get him some steroids. Because he said, look, dude, Brandy's running around again with like this black dude, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, and so he's like, dude, I need to get yoked up like you. And I said, look, dude, I actually find it offensive and tiresome that people be coming to me to get illegal stuff. Like seriously, bro, like you gonna get me hemmed up. Like my subscribers, I'm there for you. You know what I'm saying? But like seriously, he's like the fifth person. Like, bro, let me get some steroids. Cause like you know what I mean. He was like scared. Wes Watson has been, you know what I mean, always asking me for steroids. But Big Lance has been hitting it up hard in the past couple of days. And he's pissed off because, look, dude, Brandy's running around with the black dude, Big Lance, because she knows about you and Nicole. We've been through this already. And steroids ain't going to help you anyway, dude, seriously. And Big Lance, listen, dude, the cops were called on him in the gym last night. Because I guess in the locker room, somebody was looking at him funny. He was like, Big Lance, don't you be looking at me. And like, I guess he almost got arrested for fighting in the locker room at his MMA place. Seriously, it's the truth. And Nicole keeps blowing my phone up saying, look, I want you back, da 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 da. You know, the sex was so good. But look, I done told people I'm saving myself for marriage for classy. Because me and her, I'm going to go to seminary. We're going to make love. Seriously. I was looking at some of her videos earlier. Seriously, I may or may not have rubbed one out. Because she's doing like some exercises on one of them. Listen, dude, I'd boil her dirty panties to make tea. Like a chamomile, an onion grass meal. Smash that like button. But seriously, I need y'all to look. Seriously, Big Lance, you need to chill, dude. I didn't say no. Look, dude, they were sitting. Brandy was outside that Target store. That's right. And all I saw was her ponytail and this black hand. Yeah, like it was the black, and the window was cracked, and they were smoking Newports, and I heard, like, yeah, get there, white girl. So I was like, is that Brandy? I recognized the back of her head. And so, no, dude, steroids are not going to save your relationship. Dude, I'm doing a live video right now, dude. Stop crying, seriously. Yeah, I don't love Nicole no more. Big Lance hung up on me. Look, dude, y'all need to go over and show Big Lance some love. Because he's really beside himself. Um, steroids cannot save a marriage. Do you know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. That's like saying porn can save your marriage. But back in the 70s, people used to take ecstasy before counseling sessions. I saw that on the news. That's what I would do if I was like a psychiatrist. Look, dude, you know what we should do? Like, it's a good idea. Look. We should start like a urgent care or something. And I could be like, it'd be called the SID clinic. And you could come there for like emotional problems, pain problems. Seriously, dude, we could like, it'd almost be like an outreach. We'd have like coffee in the lobby and people are like, what are you here for? And they're like, look, dude, somebody swiped my hydrocodone. And we'd be like, God bless you. Come in the back, we'll have a word of prayer, and I get you a new script. Seriously. And we would only charge like $14.99. So, what's up, classy? I was just talking about you, my future wife. Seriously. Like, honestly, dude, I turned down so many sexy ladies now. Because classy, I'm going to marry her someday. She's beautiful. Sexual 13-step problems. Exactly, dude. Dude, I went to an AA meeting last night, and I got asked to leave again. It's seriously, people up in there saying, Big C, he's fake. He can't be in this meeting. I was like, stop judging, dude. Also, I did maybe bring a few travel bottles of whiskey. But, like, I ain't going to be rude. Roll call. Look, if all you people out there have a problem with my e-cig, man, that's not cool. Look, I'm smoking this to try to bring myself down to the level of the average man. I'm such an OG and get so many ladies that doing this kind of evens the playing field. Classy Europe, look, I love you. Your channel brings me uplifting stuff, like, cause you're very good. God is good, and Classy is beautiful. Seriously, let's get some questions. Tim Ralph. There were some sex riots when I was in prison, but it was usually between like 1090 Fake and K-Toad. Like they were fighting over the KY jelly. Seriously, the biggest riot in Florida ever popped off because of over KY jelly. It wasn't territory or drugs, it was over that KY, boy. It was like that warming sensation on contact. Look, dude, yeah, I'll help you out, man. Don't be dropping tramadol, Seth Button. E. Price. So did Big Lance pour up he may or may not have? I gotta check my security camera. But y'all show Big Lance some love. Cause imagine being 41 years old, you know what I mean? You get knocked out in every fight you've ever had on YouTube, and then you don't think you're gonna get caught with your affair with Nicole, even though seriously, like, y'all know what happened. So now he's mad because Brandy's meeting some black dude in the Target parking lot. Straight up. Like, I think I know who it is, too. Prison rules apply. Story time, story time, story time. The BLC, you know, every time he says BLC, I think about a BLT. Because my mom used to get, like, you know what BLTs are? That sandwich with bacon. Um, and you get that, and it's like a sandwich with lettuce, tomato. That's all I think about when I see Big Lance. I think about a sandwich. Smash that like button. I don't know. Look, dude, seriously. They catch. Look, as an OG, and I'm glad you guys got to see this playing out. Because as an OG, people come to you knowing that you run so many criminal organizations across the nation. Even though I'm kind of like semi-retired, you know what I'm saying? People think they can come to me because I make things happen, which I do. It's Big Lance calling again. I ain't taking it, dude. He needs to chill, seriously. He just texted me and said Brandy just got in a Jeep Cherokee with some black dude. He had dreads and stuff. Man, dude, that's because of Nicole. Where are you gonna drop more characters? Very soon. Soon. What's up, King of Naptown? Where's the methadone, dude? I done told you I get take homes. Like almost a week's worth. Ooh. I'm gonna be tapering soon, but I'm gonna taper for the right reasons. Not like Nicole and Big Lance taper and say take stuff. I taper so I can be a better OG. And my mind and my lessons in life make me see the forecasting of the future to get to the goals that I want. Smash that like button for real, dude. Suboxone. Look, dude. Suboxone gives you like bad breath. You know what I mean? Like, listen, there's this one girl one time. And like she always claims that she didn't take Suboxone, right? She's like, I kicked the habit on my own. And she had orange stuff all over the few teeth she had down here. And stuff like that. And she'd always try to kiss you. I'd be like, no Suboxone breath. You trying to claim you got sobriety on your own. And all you do is have that all that orange stuff all over your mouth and your teeth. What 60 milligrams, Classy, but I'm tapering 5 milligrams a week so that on our wedding night, you know what I mean, I won't be on methadone. So, I used to love methadone. That'd kill my back pain. You look, dude, this is good pain medicine. Hey, what kind of videos do y'all want me to drop music? I'm gonna be doing rap music and doing a lot more country. I think I could honestly tour and stuff like that. Is Big Lance cuckold? Man, I don't know. Big Lance, dude. Y'all need to show him some love. Go message him, dude, and comment on his videos like thoughts and prayers, you know, stuff like that. It's the right thing to do. Pino this, Pino. Look, I haven't seen him in a while. You know what happened to Pino? Like his girlfriend broke up with him. That's the truth. Seriously. She was tired of the impotence. Hold up, hold up. Let me find some in here. I need to get my coffee. But look, dude, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up like this. You should have actual fan call in. That's a good idea. I'm gonna be showing you guys something really cool later too. I have like a shed out in the woods. And it's not like the Unabomber, not creepy like that. But that's where a lot of my OG stuff goes down. Cause I have like 14 stash houses at least. Seriously. Cause you can't keep hundreds of DVDs just everywhere. The Big Sid hotline. I could be a counselor. Honestly, dude, Big Sid could be like, if you have problems like in your sex life, Big Sid can show the, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I can show you how to properly pleasure a lady, free of charge. What happened with Troy? Look, dude. I try to help people. So Troy's just a good old country boy, like, right? That's what I thought. But apparently he and Nicole are cousins, and they kind of hooked up. And so Nicole voxed him or doxed him because he was gonna come out and explain that, you know what I'm saying, he and Nicole went to third base, you know what I'm saying, like a BJ. And they are seriously first cousins. Nicole was like, honestly, she's the CEO of BJ. She's incredible. Like honestly, like before her blowjobs, people sing the national anthem. It's that big of a deal. And that's the honest truth. I gotta get these questions, dude. Let's see here. I tried to tell you I thought your character's funny, took the wrong. Then you blocked me. I have no clue who you are, Doug. Look, dude. Doug, I think you are drunk. Look, Doug is like a weirdo. He always makes weird comments and stuff like that. Did Kings do a King Shine? Look, dude, that's what I was gonna tell y'all. Look, everybody's like King Shine's awesome. Da 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 da. Look, nobody talked about K Frog or 1090 Jake till I came on the scene. Seriously, I called K Frog out for his videos getting people locked up, and then King Shine wants to say you getting people locked up. But who said it first? I have timestamps on my videos. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. Like I was the first person to call out 1090 Jake and K Frog. You need to drop more videos. Bro, I dropped 2 yesterday. How many more do you want? What up from Arizona? Look, dude. I'm gonna tell you about a sexy girl I used to date from Arizona. And we did a lot of coke together too. Her name was Amy. She is sexy. I'm not gonna tell you her last name though, because you know, I mean, she's cool. You're the only real OG. That's right, dude. He was on the Karma is a real thing. Was K Frog on the news again recently? Probably. Cause look, everyone's like drop volume 3. Look, I bet you any amount of money K Frog is not man enough. In fact, I know K Frog's watching. So what's up, you freckled fat freak? Drop volume 3. I dare you to. Why? Hold up. It's Big Lance calling again. I'm not taking that dude's call. Seriously. Volume 3. Hey, look, dude. I didn't know that they made 2 milligram Valiums. I thought they were 5 and 10 milligram. And then I went to the dentist one time, and he was like, "Sir, you have a drug problem, but I will give you something." And he gave me 2 milligram Valium, like 14 of them. I didn't know they made something that low. That's something to get you through your day. Gotta go to sleep for work later, Big C. All right, Ryan. Stay safe. No, look, dude, I didn't work for no cartels. Like, literally, I did business with everybody because money was just so good. But, like, literally, I'm retired. Klonopin around. That's like saying, what do you like better, a hefty girl or a slightly hefty girl? You like, both of them are amazing. There's like something on my phone. It's like a booger or something. The dentist nurse gave you head when you got Valium. Look, I have been touched by a nursing assistant when I was in the hospital. True story. It was ridiculous. Let me tell y'all this. You know sometimes girls have really hairy forearms? And if you're really under the influence and you kind of like doze off and you come back to and you look down, you think a dude's beating you off. And yeah, has that ever happened to you guys? Like seriously, this one girl has such hairy forearms. They were hairier than mine. And I woke back up and I'm like, yo, was that a dude? And she's like, no, it's just Bethany. I was like, you need to shave your forearms. Because that made me uncomfortable. I had to get some counseling over that for like 2 weeks at Pastor Todd's church. What do you guys think about my uncle, Pastor Todd? He's a pretty good preacher, you know what I'm saying? He's crazy though. He says hefty girls do it better. Look, dude, I'm gonna make a video about that. I love a big girl, seriously. Not like, look, they should make a dating show for the 600-pound life. That'd be amazing. Do you see all the drugs? Do you sell all drugs? I don't sell drugs, man. Not anymore. I'm a reformed OG. But if you need some DVDs, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Big Mexican girls. I love Mexican girls, white girls, black girls. Um, I'm gonna tell you something. I've never dated an Asian like a Chinese girl. I've never have. I'm not against it. I just never have. Um, Here's the problem though, and this is a problem with Nicole. See, my hands still smell like cheddar. Like some girls, you know what I mean, have like that cheddar booty. And I guess if you caught anybody on the wrong day, if they didn't have a shower, they'd have a cheddar booty. But that was my nickname for her. My nickname for her was Zanny or Cheddar Booty. I've been scared of Asians since the Grudge movie. You listen, Classy, I will protect you with my life. Huh. Seriously, that'd be amazing, Classy. Smell the chicken in a biscuit. Smell like chicken in a biscuit. I don't think it smells like that. It smells like an onion grass or something. Roll call. What's up? It's only a common snowflake. That's a pretty good name, but it's really long. But I'm seriously gonna be dropping albums, and I'm starting a podcast. Listen, dude, my podcast will be bigger than Joe Rogan, cause we will have Shardy Party Tuesdays, Methadone Mondays, Klonopin Wednesdays. Like seriously, it'd be very themed. We would talk about the intellectual side of the abuse of drugs and the problems it causes with the families, the directions of the life. What's going on, tribe? What's going on, tribe? Look, Nicole texted me yesterday and I told her like I loved her because we are friends. But like, you know what I'm saying, people be stabbing me in the back, dude. What do you think about Shine and Kermit the Frog? Dude, that's crazy. Like I said, I was the first person to be real about that and bring the heat to 1090 Jake and K Frog and tell y'all they were both police. And now everybody, like King Shine wants to say, like, that K Frog's the police. But I said it first, dude. It's the way it is. It's always coming from the mouth of a yoked up white dude. From my mouth to God's ears. Yes, that's right. That's right, dude. Yeah, Jesus is king. That's right. I believe that. Amen. What do you think about felony muscle? Oh, I need to check into that because I don't know anything about it. But y'all need to seriously, man, keep Big Lance in your prayers. I don't know what it's like to be cheated on, you know what I mean? Because I've never been cheated on, ever. But Big Lance is going through it right now, so. And also, you guys remember he was tapering off of his drugs? You know how many, dude, watch his videos. He's so blitzed on all of them. Like, I'm sorry, dude. What's up, Classy? Oh, I love you. Sing. Lance needs steroids. Yeah, he does need it. But he's already got a problem with small genitalia. That's what Brandy says. Man, I got like 30 haters up in here. 50, 60 people are watching, but 20 thumbs up. That means that, you know how many people watch me on a daily basis that can't stand me? Bro, that's OG status, y'all. Seriously. I'm going to grow my beard back out. Listen, dude, I got a haircut. Look, I cut my own hair. Y'all ready for this? What's up? Look, dude. Look, yeah. That's what's up, dude. Seriously, I kind of like faded the side. Like that. I think it looks good, dude. Look at me. That's crazy, dude. But yeah, I cut my own hair because, listen, the reason I cut my own hair is because I have so many green lights, people trying to take me out. I can't trust someone to cut my hair. And that's the truth. Dude, my hair is beautifully faded. It's like I did it myself, too. Joe from the After Prison Show. This is Joe from the After Prison Show. Did you see that video he put out where Rabbit stole pain pills from his wife? Dude, that was crazy, dude. And you know what Joe made him do? So he wouldn't call the cops. Dude, go to the After Prison Show. I'm serious, that's what happened. It's the truth, dude. I'll make a video about that. But y'all better stay sober, because God is watching, and the big OG Sid is praying for y'all. Much love.